But in most cases, we'll rely on your audience setting to determine whether a video is made for kids.
Ass, fuck, shit, fuck, ass, dicks, fuck, piece of shit, big bag of dicks, fuck, fucking ass, debt, taxes, marriage counseling, homeownership, mortgages, medical bills, fuck, shit, ass, dicks. So many dicks. Sorry, I was just reading off my grocery list and proving that my content isn't made for children. But on a serious note, a lot of people have been sending me news and updates about the Coppa article, and everyone just seems very freaked out about it in general, because at first there wasn't really a lot of clarification by YouTube or the FTC really about what made for kids content really was. And I personally was absolutely terrified, but I've done a lot of research, and while I'm not a lawyer, I don't think anyone thought I was a lawyer, but I am not a lawyer. I think I have a bit better understanding of why I don't think my channel will necessarily be in danger of being fined or violating their guidelines. And hopefully a lot of gaming channels that you also watch other than myself. A lot of people are worried that just playing a game that kind of might appeal to a younger audience or a wide range of an audience, that they might be in danger of violating this and being fined. And a lot of people are panicking, just saying they're going to delete all of their videos, and I don't necessarily think that a lot of people are going to be as affected by this as they think. Now, there are a lot of channels that are being falsely flagged as made for kids content, even though their actual content isn't made for kids, but I think that a lot of channels aren't necessarily in danger of this. And let me tell you why. There was an update by YouTube on their YouTube creators page that a lot of people probably didn't see, because they probably don't watch the YouTuber creator page, because who would? Now, in the post, they kind of went over how creators should go about handling these changes and updates to the channel, and how to mark videos as made for kids or not made for kids, and what that really means, kind of. But they also answered a little bit of what made for kids content actually is, while it is still vague. And I don't agree with a lot of the guidelines that the FCC has set in terms of just blanketly listing like certain things like animation, or, you know, some kids like figurines reviews or something like that, like Lego videos are getting flagged. I don't agree with all of that, but this does get a bit more clarity into the gaming aspect of it. Right here specifically asks, does this impact Minecraft? The burning question that was on my mind, actually. I did not know if I was going to go and have to evaluate just my Minecraft videos specifically, because I don't know, it appeals to a younger audience, I guess, but the content in my videos isn't really for a younger audience, as you can tell by the intro. Okay, not a kids channel, god damn it. And it specifically says here, while different games appeal to different audiences, think about whether the content you've created itself is directed towards kids, not just the audience of the game that you're playing in a video alone. So it matters the content, it matters the intent of your content and your intended audience, which I think is a great distinction to make, because a lot of people were afraid that it just mattered whether or not your actual audience was younger than you intend it to be, because content creators cannot control who watches their videos. You know, if I could, you know, everybody would be watching my videos, you know, I'd have 1 million subscribers, but yeah, it's not how it works. Which why it doesn't make sense that so many channels have already been falsely flagged as being made for kids content, like figurine review channels, Lego channels. Animation is just all blanketly listed under these new guidelines, which is just crazy to think about. How is all animation made for kids? That's just, I don't understand that. It's like they have absolutely no idea what they're marking as made for kids content, because the FTC hasn't really reviewed these channels. Now, YouTube said if you do get flagged incorrectly as you view it, you can appeal for a manual review, but these people haven't had a manual review yet, and it is incredibly crippling to a channel to have all of their videos as marked for kids. Like, you lose so many features, comments, end screens, cards, like personalized ads. 60 to 90% of your revenue is just gone. And even if they do get that back, what about all of the money that they lost? How are they going to be able to pay their rent in some cases? It's just mind-boggling that this is allowed to happen. Now, again, with this clarification, I don't personally think that my channel will be affected. If it is, I hopefully will be able to get a reversal through manual review. But then again, I don't know how lenient YouTube's going to be with their manual reviews, because if they manually review a channel and determine that it's not made for kids, but then the FTC comes in and still fines that person, is YouTube gonna get fined again because they approved somebody who then the FTC said, nope, they're gone, they're nuh-uh, they get, nope, that's not good. I don't know. It's still really confusing and needs more clarification still, and needs some revisions to some of their guidelines, because even though I think my channel will be alright, there's still a lot of channels that are being unjustly marked and flagged under this new system, and it's just unacceptable. This shouldn't happen. Hopefully it gets reversed, but still, this shouldn't happen. People are losing their livelihood over a simple algorithm mistake. But again, I'm not a lawyer and I don't have a YouTube contact or YouTube manager, as my channel's not big enough to have that, so I'm just going off of the public information posted by YouTube and the FTC. So I really don't know what to think. This is just what I've been presented with so far, and I feel like a lot of people might not have seen this update, so I thought I would share it. And lastly, I've seen a lot of people saying that the FTC won't actually go after individual channels, and why would they? It'd be too much time and effort. Well, at least they said that they will, okay? They've made it very clear that they're threatening to go after individual channels, and that they will treat those individual channels as their own website, which I don't really understand, because every channel is under YouTube, so why would you treat individual channels as individual websites? It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but the threat is still there, and they at least verbally have said that they're on a plan to go through with it. All right, it may just be a threat, it may just be, you know, trying to get creators to follow these new guidelines, but they said that they will in fact be going after individual creators, which is absolutely terrifying and just doesn't really make sense to me. It'd be like going after an actor on Sesame Street. If the network that shows Sesame Street starts showing ads directed towards kids or collecting data on the audience that is watching them, which is obviously kids, it just doesn't make sense why you would go after the individual actor in that case. They're not the ones collecting the data, they're not the ones making the ads, it's the network that controls their content. But since this is an FTC matter and they're a government federal agent, you can leave comments on their page sharing your opinions and thoughts on this. Hopefully enough people will share their thoughts, and maybe they'll reverse some of their guidelines on certain things, like the animation channels that just do not deserve to be blatantly put in under one category. This just does not make sense that they're all lumped together like that. So hopefully stuff like that will get reversed, and we'll have a bit more clarification as well into what this all means. I don't know. I'm not really going to stop doing what I'm doing, because I think that I'm completely fine under these guidelines, and if anything happens, hopefully it's just a mistake by YouTube's algorithm and it'll get reversed. But either way, that's just my thoughts on it. I thought I would share and hopefully dispel some, fears that your good old pal Pecan's gonna get deleted by the FTC. So to take inspiration from a great man, Eminem, let me end on these words. So the FTC won't let me be, or let me be me, so let me see. Thank you.